morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from Florida. We're still in Florida. We're going to be about 7 a.m. We're going to be headed over to the airport to get on an airplane and fly back to New Orleans. You know, when I originally envisioned this trip, I was going to take the Southwest Chief to Los Angeles, take the Sunset Limited to New Orleans, then take the City of New Orleans train back up to Chicago, completing that circle. Things got a little more complicated along the way. I got invited to the media day for Epic Universe, and I could not miss that. So originally, while I was in California, I was supposed to fly to Florida, do the Epic Universe thing, fly back, get back on the Sunset Limited, and finish my trip. I ended up rescheduling the media event, so I ended up leaving from New Orleans instead. I rearranged things and ended up flying from New Orleans to Florida so we could do the Epic Universe thing. It was worth it. Absolutely worth it. I was so happy to be able to see Epic Universe. The day I saw it, that was the first day they allowed photos, videos. So I went in completely blind. Didn't know not completely blind. They'd release hints and things here, but just being able to see that theme park, that whole theme park, in all its glory. I wasn't even expecting that. They said it was a media preview, maybe a sneak peek. I thought, maybe they're going to show us a few things, give us a little taste, but it ended up they just let us experience the whole park, which was pretty amazing. But so today, I booked a few extra days here in Florida so I could enjoy the other parks as well. Spent the last couple of days at Disney. So we're going to be flying to New Orleans today. But unfortunately, there's been another hiccup. As has become the tradition. I've been re-scrambling this trip. It's been reconfigured about 3 or 4 times now. And it's going to get a little more reconfigured now because I just found out my train from New Orleans to Chicago was canceled. It was due to weather. I'm not very tuned in with national weather right now. I talked to Jen last night. She said that there had been some tornadoes, some bad weather like that. So that's the thing about train travel. It's one track. So if anything gets disrupted on that track, you got 2,000 miles of track. One thing goes wrong, it affects everything. So fortunately, the good news is I was able to push my trip back. Now, all this gets complicated because, like when I was reconfiguring things before, Amtrak doesn't let you just straight up cancel without a big fee. You can move things around for free, but if you try to cancel, there's a big penalty. So I kept moving things around, kept trying to keep it. So, so I didn't really want to abandon the whole train trip when I went to Florida. Wanted to get back to it. So that had been rearranged several times. But now it gets pushed back some more. And the weather, again, no one's fault, not blaming anyone. It's just, this is a lesson for those of you looking for train rides. I know a lot of people talk to me about becoming interested in train rides after seeing my videos. Make sure you have a lot of wiggle room when you do trains. Trains are not something that can be necessarily relied on 100% to get you from point A to point B when you think it should. You kind of gotta, I would cook in a few days just so there's that flexibility. But we are going back to New Orleans. I think I'm going to end up being there a week now. I was supposed to be there about 3 days. So please, in the comment section, I love some suggestions on things to do in New Orleans. I had kind of an idea what I was going to do the 2 days. Now that's going to get expanded. I need to look for some more things of interest to film in New Orleans. If you guys know anything in New Orleans you definitely want me to check out, leave those comments in the comment section. I'm in desperate need of some good suggestions. So, all right, without further ado, we need to get to the airport and get on a plane. Please follow me. Stop off real quick here at Walmart to get a few supplies because of the unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, I had to get some supplies here. I had done laundry at Universal, and I thought that would be enough to last me my final trip. But now my final trip gets bumped 3 extra days, and did not have enough underwear for 3 more days. So I went ahead and I could have tried to hunt down something in New Orleans. I could have tried to find a laundromat there, but I was like, let's just buy a pack of underwear, and that should see me through. Oh man, these it's funny. It's like what gets you is like these little things. You're like, okay, 3 extra days in New Orleans, not a problem. But when it's near the end of the trip, you're running low on supplies. It starts to be like, okay, well, I need this. I need to make sure this is done. Oh, all right. It'll be fine. 3 extra days in New Orleans. Yay. Got to get the rental car gassed up here. Otherwise, the Hertz will be super mad at me. I'll throw away this mountain of car garbage so the good people at Hertz don't think I'm a slob. Rental car returned safely. They've already took it over there to begin cleaning it for the next guest. And I guess this is where we head in the airport. Oh, look at this super liminal waiting area here. Oh, I missed this when I was here a week ago. Saw the other theme park stores, but they have a Universal Epic Universe store here in the airport. Got your merch from all the different worlds we went to. Super Nintendo World, one of the very popular worlds at Epic Universe. Oh, goodbye for now, Toothless. Will be coming back hopefully pretty soon. Oh, the Dark Universe. I thought this was going to be my favorite section, and it was. The Monsters Unchained Dark Ride. Probably one of the best dark rides ever created. I don't want to succumb to recency bias, but it's got to be one of my favorites. You got the general Epic Universe merch there. Some Donkey Kong buckets. I didn't get to meet the Donkey Kong character. That's one thing I'm looking forward to. And this is the OG Universal Orlando Resort store. Got a lot of the Harry Potter stuff in there. Again, not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but I cannot deny that the Ministry of Magic ride, one of the greatest rides ever made. You can come to the parks prepared. You get your own magic wand here at the airport, so you don't have to wait in line to get one at the park. You got those retro shirts here. Look at that. All the amazing attractions that sadly aren't there anymore. The Kongfrontation, Jaws, Earthquake. Only one of these rides that's still there is E.T. I do love that old logo, though. I'm happy they brought that back to some degree. I didn't notice this last time either. Here in the middle of the food court, got this giant fish tank. This really is a great airport. It seems though I came in the wrong way. I need to head this way to check in for my flight. I have my backpack on, and it accidentally, this child's How to Train Your Dragon shirt accidentally got hooked on it when I went through the Universal store. So I need to go return this. Okay, let's just put that back. Yeah, that was a big whoopsie. I guess no one saw me walk out with a t-shirt hanging around my backpack. Oh, look at this beautiful fountain here in the middle of the airport. All right, I gotta go over here to A and check in. The airport's kind of laid out differently than any other airport I've been to. I usually check this bag. Southwest has free check bags, and that way I don't have to lift it above my head to try to get it in the overhead bin. And it is time to head through pre-check. This is the busiest that I've ever seen pre-check. Look at this. I've never had to wait in line before. So I came up and it looked like the pre-check line was longer than the regular line, but it moves a lot faster. It moves faster than the regular line. You can see people in the regular line, having to take all the stuff out of their bags, so that slows things down. So it still probably took 5-10 minutes at most. So still very happy with the pre-check. And one more monorail ride before we leave Orlando.
All right, go ahead. Go watch what you want. Going to Michigan? You ever been to Michigan?
Next Friday. This weekend, we got this weekend, that's for a beach. That's Friday, right? Yeah.
Please hold on to the handrails. When the gate link stops, please exit for gates 100 through 129.
Yeah, the civil stuff. Yeah. Turn down the zip tape.
It's going to stop here and fly back.
It's communication. Yeah, it's communication.
It's about 9 a.m. Wanted to grab some food before I got on the plane, and looks like we can get Chipotle at 9 a.m. And I'm excited. I've never had Chipotle for breakfast before. It's kind of my standard order: the salad with a double steak, pico, the fajita vegetables, sour cream cheese, and guacamole. And some of that dressing if they have it. Also, my Diet Coke is named Liam for some reason. Good morning. I hear birds twittering throughout this atrium. I feel like this place is full of birds. I think it's time to go find our gate. Looks like our plane is here. Should be boarding here in just a few minutes.
All of our flights. So we invite you to board and take any one of those open seats that you see and like. For those with two colors.
These seats are a different color. Usually they're all blue. Now these ones are tan and blue. Officially on the plane. The hard part is over and I just need to sit back and relax. Hopefully it's all smooth sailing from here.
Accept the information card. Place the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, buckle in the front, and pull to tighten. One so sign on the outside.
We have liftoff. You can see Orlando down there. All the resorts, all the tourists. Everywhere you look in Florida, there's water, lakes, swamps, water everywhere. Yeah, look at the size of that lake there.
The back and one in the front. It is for you to stand from a line in the forward lavatory
Mexico, which should take us straight to New Orleans. What a vast gulf. The traditional Southwest meal, a Maui Monk mini pretzel braids, and a Diet Coke. We have reached the Outer Banks of Louisiana. We see the very end stretch of the Mississippi River there as it empties into the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, you can see how that Mississippi River just winds and winds all through the bottom of Louisiana. We're definitely taking a little air cruise around the Mississippi River. Looks like the airport is next to this giant swamp. We have returned to MSY, the Louis Armstrong International Airport. Tempted to load up on New Orleans swag right here in the airport, but you know, we're gonna be patient. We'll wait till we get into the city to look around for souvenirs. Oh, look at this! You can even buy a piece of king cake there in the airport. Does it have the baby in it? Does it have the baby in it? And look at this. No need to go to the French Quarter. They have Cafe du Monde in the airport, right here next to the Smoothie King. Oh yeah, you can hear that jazz music play here at the airport. Makes sense. The only airport named after a jazz musician. So a little NASA tent here. Apparently they actually build rockets here in New Orleans. That's something I did not know. All right, looks like our luggage is coming by. That's not my luggage. That's too big. I need to get something that's not a black bag because it just blends in with everything. I need something that stands out. Like that person over there that got the big purple suitcase. That's a good idea because they could spot that from a mile away. Okay, I think that's mine. The massively overstuffed suitcase right here. Oh, come here. Come with me. All right. The original plan was not to get a rental car since I was just going to be in the city for a couple days. Wanted to just experience it by foot, by public transit, but I think I'm still, at this point, I'm not going to get a rental car. Because I haven't figured out what I'm doing. I'm just gonna stick with my original plan, see if I can use the public transit to get to my hotel. My hotel is in the Garden District, so let's see if we can find some way to get us to the Garden District. Okay, apparently there's a free shuttle bus operated by the airport that picks people up outside of door number 2 here. Okay, it said to wait here at zone B4. We are looking for the 202 Airport Express bus that will take us to downtown New Orleans. Okay, just check the schedule of the bus. This bus doesn't come by that often. Looks like it's gonna be about another hour before the bus comes by and picks us up. Oh well. Wish that limo over there was for me. So I'm still just kind of winging things at this point. All I know is that originally I was supposed to be here in New Orleans for about 3 days, and I was gonna get on the train and take that back to Chicago. And then I guess it's weather related. The train is delayed, so I'm going to end up being here now a week instead of 3 days. And I'm sure I'll be able to find stuff to do, but again, I'd love some suggestions. One thing I am like kind of stressed out about is my medication, because it's been a month. It's been a month since I left Chicago. I had just enough. I had 4 week-long pill containers that I filled with all my medicine, and that was going to take me through just enough to get back home to Chicago. But now, added 3 or 4 days onto the trip, I am not going to have enough medication. So last night before I went to bed, I took my medication, I divvied it up, rashed it out, broke it into pieces, and spread it out over a week instead of by a day. Now I'm going to check with my pharmacy, and I'm going to call my doctor to see if it's like possible to get a couple days dose. My prescription bottles are full. They're just up at my mom's house. I probably should have brought them all with me in case of something like this, but there's so much, like, carrying all this around for a month. This backpack is super heavy. This is bursting at the seams. It's just trying to cut down on not having to take anything I don't have to take. So I was trying to take just enough medication that I needed. Ends up being a mistake because I'm gonna have to figure something out. Hopefully I'll be fine just breaking it up. But I'm gonna check with the doctor to see if they can give me like 3 extra days or a couple extra days in order to just get me through to getting back to Chicago. I don't know. My hotel reservation is only for 3 days, so I'm gonna have to reconfigure that. I booked through Priceline like an idiot, so I can't reschedule my hotel room. That was set in stone. Otherwise, I may have stayed in Orlando a little longer, but yeah, I didn't want to lose out on a several $100s worth of hotels that I've already paid for. So I'm gonna go to my hotel in the Garden District, and from there we will reevaluate. I am exhausted. I am tired. I have like a foggy brain, not because of the medication, but because just been doing so many things. Epic Universe broke my brain. I went and saw all that new stuff at once. It was like too much new information for my brain. It was just a wonderful yet chaotic experience trying to get from attraction to attraction with very limited time. Managed to see the entire park, which I'm grateful for, but at the same time, it's just I've not had a lot of downtime since then. I tried to take downtime the next day. Ended up going to the Antique Mall. Ended up going to Floridorama, which actually involved like 3 or 4 hours of driving, so that pretty much eliminated any actual rest time. And then I spent the other days going to theme parks, which doesn't allow any downtime. So maybe I need to take a nap. Maybe I need to meditate once I get back to the hotel room. Just clear my mind so I can actually figure out what my actual plan is going forward. Yeah, I guess there's, again, worse places to be stranded than in New Orleans. Oh boy, our bus has arrived. Let's hop aboard. Alright, so I downloaded this app called Le Pass, and then I purchased, it stands for The Pass in French, but I purchased what they call a Jazzy Pass, a 7-day Jazzy Pass that lets me get on the RTA public transit, and that apparently does include the streetcars in New Orleans. Apparently it's $1.25 if you pay in cash. It's actually a very slow process to get everyone on paying their fare. And off we go, headed out of the airport. There's seriously a lot of people packed into this bus. Everybody wants to head down to downtown New Orleans. And I've been dropped off by the 202. It's the only one that got off. All the rest of those people are headed downtown to go get super drunk. So it is early in the day here. It is only, I think it's not even 1 o'clock yet here in New Orleans. Like I said, my hotel is down here. We're in the Garden District. I don't know if we're actually in the Garden District, but this was the closest bus stop to the Garden District. So going there to check in, or at least see if I can check in, or at least if I can't check in, if they will let me drop my bags off, because I don't want to wander around New Orleans carrying a bunch of heavy bags like some sort of pack mule. I don't know if I've ever seen a no in camping sign. What's the difference between camping and N camping? There's a local NBC station, WDSU6. Oh look, I found some beads. Oh, look at this little mini streetcar here. Hopefully I'm going to be close enough to a streetcar station that I can take the streetcars around New Orleans. I think this is the Garden District. Okay, went and registered at my hotel. They let me drop off my luggage, which is a huge, massive relief. That backpack is so heavy, dragging. It feels like I'm dragging a bag of bricks. Just to be able to not have things hanging off my body is a absolute relief. So they said it'll probably be ready in an hour or so. So I guess we'll try to enjoy New Orleans. So my hotel is actually on the streetcar line here. This is the St. Charles streetcar line. So I figure we'll hop on the streetcar and take it down to Bourbon Street. I don't know a whole lot about the whole streetcar system, but I found the stop here. Car stop. I don't know how often they come by. I don't know how long I'm going to be standing here, but let's see if we can get the full New Orleans streetcar experience. Okay, here's a streetcar, but I think it's going in the opposite direction. Oh, okay, there's another stop on that side, so I think if you wait on that side, if you want to go that way, I think we're waiting for the streetcar to come this way. Okay, here comes our car. Stella! Okay, not a lot of seats on the streetcar. I think I'll hang on one of these handrails. Oh wow, this streetcar can actually turn corners and go through roundabouts. I can't believe this is my first time on a New Orleans streetcar with as many times I've been to the city. Definitely love this as a form of transportation. It's not the smoothest ride, but it gets us where we're going. Seat opened up over here. Okay, this is the end of the line. Everybody has to get off. There goes the green line, the St. Charles line. Hoping to use the streetcars to get around town while I'm stuck in New Orleans for a week. This is Canal Street right here. Is kind of the border that takes us into the French Quarter. And this here is Rue Bourbon, also known as Bourbon Street. See, I was looking for something to eat. I haven't had anything to eat since that Chipotle for breakfast. And I'm sure there's great food all throughout city New Orleans, but headed over here to the French Quarter because, you know, that's just a part of New Orleans I know the best. Kind of the place I've been to more than any other part of New Orleans. Now, we missed Mardi Gras. We didn't get a chance to come down here for Mardi Gras, but tomorrow, April 10th to the 13th, they're having the French Quarter Festival. Well, this town definitely knows how to throw a celebration. And while we're here, maybe we'll stop and grab a cocktail at John Lafitte's Old Absinthe House. Yeah, this bar was founded in 1807, so one of the oldest bars in the entire country. You see dangling above the bar, there's all these football helmets. And then as wallpaper, they have business cards. I ran out of business cards years ago. And we have a blazing fire here to keep us warm on this 72-degree day. Here's the house specialties. Looks like they have a planter's punch. It looks like all these football helmets are autographed. That is apparently belonging to a jet named Namath there. Oh, and that's Brett Favre's Green Bay Packers helmet. Perhaps we should have a little bit of absinthe. Absinthe's formerly illegal in the United States. Now it is good to go. So you can get the straight absinthe there, or you can get an absinthe cocktail. Looks like they have a margarita with absinthe, the All Saints margarita. Okay, so I've had straight absinthe before. It doesn't taste very good. So I tried it with mixed here. This is the All Saints margarita made with absinthe. It's got that green glow. We should squeeze that lime in there. Give it a little more limey flavor. Ooh. It's good. Oh, I can taste just like that licorice absinthe taste to it. It has a lemony, limey margarita taste as well. It's the best thing I've ever had with absinthe in it. You can taste it a little bit. The straight absinthe is like a really hard liquor taste. Kind of like, reminds me of, what's that stuff? Stuff that tastes really licoricey. No idea. So a wonderful absinthe cocktail, but now we probably need to find something to actually eat. Yeah, here on Bourbon Street, there seems to be a lot more drinking options than eating options. So hungry, must find food. Pier 424 Seafood Market. This definitely looks like a food place. Yeah, look at this pelican here. gonna be sitting here underneath the giant alligator. And I ordered the Taste of New Orleans sampler. This is 4 different New Orleans dishes. I know some of them look similar, but this is a, there's a jambalaya in there, a crawfish etouffee, red beans and rice. I think that's the red beans and rice. And chicken andouille gumbo. So gumbo, jambalaya, etouffee, and red beans and rice. So yes, New Orleans cuisine, some of my favorite on planet Earth. All right, I guess the red beans and rice is the one we identified there. That's good. Okay, this is the etouffee. Etouffee there. It's all hot. Etouffee tends to be my favorite. And then the gumbo and jambalaya, I have a hard time. Okay, I think this is the gumbo. This is the jambalaya. Good gumbo. And some good jambalaya here as well. So good. A little French bread there to dip. Okay, and I think I was wrong. This is jambalaya. This is crawfish etouffee. This is the red beans and rice. And this is the gumbo. And they're all yummy. I could live off this stuff. So 4 wonderful Louisiana concoctions there. My favorite, of course, the crawfish etouffee. One of my favorite dishes on the planet, but everything was delicious. Okay, got a phone call from my hotel, and they said my room was ready, so I think we're gonna head back to the streetcar and go finish checking in. Come back to the St. Charles streetcar stop here. I just saw one pull away, so it may be a minute before another streetcar pulls up. Our streetcar has arrived.
Canal 3 now. Canal 3 now.
Okay, a lot more seating this time. Here we go. Say the New Orleans streetcar is a little rougher of a ride than the San Francisco version. It's interesting, the streetcar actually travels around the roundabout here. So I got into my hotel room here, and I immediately saw these comfy beds, and I lay down upon one of these queen beds, and I pretty quickly fell asleep. I was asleep for about 3 hours, so I don't normally take naps during the day, so I think finally getting a little bit of rest, a little bit of catch up from the Epic Universe, from the constant theme parks. And I know some of you out there are going to be like, what's so exhausting about going to theme parks? Theme parks are fun. Theme parks are fun, but I think anyone who's like done like a family vacation, or just done a few days at a theme park, knows that theme parks take a lot out of you. I enjoy them mentally, but physically they can be hard to keep up with, especially at my age. Just the walking, the heat, the lines. Eventually it does sort of wear down, and it makes a long day for me. Usually, if I'm at a theme park filming, I'm usually there, I would say probably between 6, 7, 8 hours at least. Sometimes more, sometimes closer to 12 hours when all is said is done. Then I gotta get back to my hotel room, get a video edited. By the time that's done, I'm already late to get to bed. So that was kind of my schedule for quite a while. Most of this trip, I know it's not all been theme park content, but most of this trip it's been film, edit, sleep, no time for anything else. I did get a chance to watch How to Train Your Dragon the night before Epic Universe, but that was about it. I did figure something out that I'm very happy about, and that I think I can get my medicine. I talked to a local pharmacy, a Walgreens, contacted my doctor, and I think they're able to give me like a week's worth of medicine. I don't think the insurance doesn't cover it, but like just because it's such a small amount of medicine, I can afford it. So get my medicine. That was my main concern, my main worry about this trip being extended 3 or 4 days, was that I was out of medicine. So I think I'm good on that. So I'm really excited about that. And it's about 6:30 right now. I think I'm just gonna take the rest of the night off. I just continue that recovery process of getting a little bit of rest, because we got a whole freaking week here in New Orleans. Apparently they're doing French Quarter Festival tomorrow. I saw the banner. I don't know 100% if that's what we're doing, but we will see. Again, this is a city that knows how to have a good time. But thank you guys. This journey through all these changes and canceled trains and rearranging things. The Epic Universe preview, had to rearrange my trip because of that. Now we're having another rearrangement because of the canceled train. These things happen. It is part of traveling. It's part of the traveling lifestyle that I choose to live. But I'm as I said, worse places in the world to be stranded than New Orleans. Hopefully I can find some fun stuff for the rest of the week to show you guys, and hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys stick with me here through New Orleans. About a week from today, we're going to be getting back on the train known as the City of New Orleans, and we're going to be headed back to Chicago. And may take a little pit stop, a little break in Chicago, but that will be the beginning of another brand new journey. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again. Just thank you for sticking with me and watching these videos and leaving comments and all that. It means the world to me. But of course, remember, if you do like the videos, please subscribe. And if you're interested in obtaining some souvenirs, you can always support me on Patreon. $3 or more gets you a postcard once a month from me to you. Then the rest of the souvenirs are in the Etsy shop. We got motel key fobs, pressed pennies, stickers. We got the enamel pins. Now, those enamel pins might not be there forever. So if you want an enamel pin, because of things changing in our country, that may not be available forever. So get them while you can. And of course, all those things, the links are in the description. And all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.